Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. And thank you, Akin, for such an amplifying speech. I've said it a million times. I always and very much enjoy listening to you speak. Today was no exception. I'm not going to break the system, so I'm also going to evaluate you on content delivery and connection. Your content. Again, like I said, I always enjoy listening to you, and you always deliver great content because you want your audience to take something away from this. You always have an idea that you want to present to make people better. And I think this is part not only of your speeches, but of who you are. And I think that's absolutely wonderful. I did think on your content, I guess the one area I think you could probably improve on this, and this may be also in delivery, is that I felt like you kind of, it jumped around. And that may have been because you were trying to make an impact with your story. And I understand that. And I think that was great and that worked. But I wasn't able to really piece together the 4 parts that you wanted to, the 4 bullets that you wanted to deliver to be becoming a person of influence. I think, in looking back on my notes, I think I was able to figure it out. But I think that if you summarized it at the end, that would be helpful to the listener. For your delivery, since I got a little bit out of order, you are very concise and you're very clear, and I understand you very well. And that's always a great thing to do, and you've excelled at that quite a bit. We've already talked about how I think you could potentially alter the delivery a little bit to improve a little bit. So the most part that I want to talk about is the connection. Wow. When you started your story about the little African girl, I sat there and going, I really hope this ends well, because this is a sad story. And when you kept going through it, I'm like, man, this story's getting even more sad. But then it turned the corner, and you've talked about how the little African girl became someone, pushed herself forward, moved forward, and then you shocked us and said that little African girl wasn't a little African girl, she was you. And I was like, wham, light bulb. That's the Akin that I've met over the last year or so. And wow, that connection, you definitely had the audience hooked the entire time. Thank you for that, and thank you for the sad story that turned very happy. Mr. General Evaluator?